3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, what's going on, guys? So this video is sort of because I feel like the textures that I made on the Ninja Turtle, the final textures look really amazing and they didn't get enough love, so I want to just zoom in on them and I actually want to show you how I created the textures. Well, not how I created the textures, but the videos that I used, the tutorials, the free YouTube tutorials I used to achieve the textures. So let's jump over to my computer. Okay, so let's open up this is my really cool project that I just recorded a new turntable with, because I didn't have one actually with the shiny material. When I recorded the turntable, it was like this, so I had to record one with the actual shiny material. Open recent. Okay, here we are. So these are the nodes. So this is like all the materials. So let's go here. I need to switch keyboards. This is my Mac keyboard and this is my keyboard for my PC. So they're both right here. Okay, so if I look at the rendered version of this, the first thing, or the second thing that I actually did was the shell. The painting and things of the shell was done in Nomad. So the painting, like a lot of this the darker crease and stuff like that. So you'll find that in the video in Nomad Sculpt. But you can see all this texture here. So this texture I added in Blender. So I kind of used a tutorial that sort of was for wood, because obviously the shells are, I think they're keratin or whatever, but I just wanted a similar sort of pattern. Yeah, so this is that. So this is that pattern that I use for the wood, but I'm going to show you how I learned that because I think it's important. Okay, so this is the first video. This is by Smeef on YouTube, Blender 3.0 natural wood materials in under 2 minutes. So it's this procedural wood texture. So it kind of makes these sort of shapes. So unfortunately, there's a newer version of Blender now. So this is 3.0. I did have to change a few things as I was going along and sort of play around with exactly what he's doing here. Essentially, I was able to figure it out. And that's how I got the shell texture. So shout out to Smeef. You can go check him out on YouTube. And so yeah, highly recommended. That tutorial worked for me. So we'll jump back into the turtle, and I just want to show you his, like the background, right? The background's cool. Midjourney 7.0. So if we go in really close, you can see this is looks very complicated. And honestly, they are complicated. Nodes are very complicated. Literally, you just learn like little things at a time. It's just trying to find tutorials that just teach things slowly and then little things at a time. That's the key. At least that was the key for me. So if you look really closely, you can see all these great textures and different sizes and things like that. So this is what I wanted for the skin, because without it, he just looks looks more like a toy. Got the toothpick going. I gotta find a frame for the thumbnail. This might be a good thumbnail. I think that's it. I think that's gonna be my thumbnail. So here you can see how we did the textures. There's lots of scales, and it actually looks like skin and scales, and that's what I was going for. So let's jump back over. Okay, so now we're back on YouTube, and for the scales, I used a tutorial by Ducky3D, so shout out to Ducky3D. Make sure you check out his videos as well. So Smeef and Ducky3D on YouTube. And this is the tutorial I used, Reptile Skin Shader Tutorial in Blender for Eevee and Cycles. So in this one, he goes through and he does kind of scales like this. He's a bigger ones, smaller ones. Very useful, and that's essentially all I wanted. I think this is part of a larger tutorial class set that he has, but it was very useful for me. So we go through all of the nodes to create them, and then slowly you just create it from scratch. So that's what procedurally means. It's you're creating whatever the texture is, whatever the material is, from different nodes, from different things that are already within Blender. And it can be a little complicated, but I think this tutorial was really great. I was able to follow along and essentially figure out how to get what I needed. So again, shout out to Ducky3D. All right, and we're back. So that's pretty much how I did the textures for Donnie, for the shell, that great wood texture. And it's just something that you can do textures in Nomad, but they just don't compare to the power of Blender. Of course, I'm using my big PC. Blender is very involved, but just take baby steps, slowly, and you can get some pretty amazing things on Blender. and just with free tutorials on YouTube. But if I was going to take some classes, I would take it from those two guys because I learned a ton. And, you know, sometimes it's just worth it to pay for the premium classes once you get to that point. So I'm going to try to learn all this stuff, and then I'll make classes and make YouTube videos on how to do it. But I'm still sort of learning, so I always refer to those two tutorials. So I definitely wanted to shout out them. Smeef, Ducky 3D, big help for me creating Donnie in the way I wanted to on Blender. Also, this was from BlenderKit, which is free. This trash can was also from BlenderKit, which is free. So you can see that I just use like a floor. I think this was also from BlenderKit, this like smoke. So I use a floor plane. I use an image plane back here. So an image plane, and then you have all the lights. This is the focus ring. And then I have all sorts of lights and things like that. And this is what it looks like all together. I changed it to a vertical thing so I could get the thumbnail for my Instagram video. So I need to switch this back to maybe something like this. Can make the background a little darker. Turn some of these lights off. Just make it real gritty looking. What edge is that? Oh, I kind of like it without that edge. Ooh, that looks fresh too though. Doesn't it? I'll take this. I know I get really excited. That's kind of fresh. So maybe we'll export this as well, but I think I might want to export the whole thing though. All right, so let's render this. I get so crazy rendering, man. It's just like I love it. And I sometimes I'll have thoughts and ideas, but I don't record them because it's like a lot of going back and forth. And I'm not sure like if people find it interesting, but these little details are like, they make me so happy. So I just wanted to record it and just show you like what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So hopefully someone finds it helpful. I love that. Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So hopefully that was helpful. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing, what excites me, what I'm working on, and obviously eventually what I will be showing on my YouTube as well. So I just wanted to bring you guys in. All right, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video. Oh, and last thing, this full entire sculpt in Nomad is on YouTube. It's like 8+ hours, so you can check that out too. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to go more in depth, then definitely check out my Skillshare classes where I am a top teacher. I have about 50 classes, both Procreate and Nomad Sculpt. I also have a few classes on Udemy, so if you want to learn more, or you just like my style, you like the way I teach, you want to support me, those are some other places that you can do it. Thanks again, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video.